Alright, so hello everyone. We're off in a test world. Batch and I are just kind of playing around, and we were trying to get enhanced portals to work as part of the Blood and Bones pack, and we thought we'd go ahead and record a little bit of this.
Yeah, I've never tried doing this. I think Inasos has said that he's played around with this a bit before, so I think he's going to lend me a hand, and we'll see if we can figure this out and get a few portals going.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Alright, so we thought we'd record and go through a little bit of what this is going to take, so you guys might be able to kind of learn a little bit as we go. So let's go into the NEI and just type in Lightning Creeper. Type in enhanced, and type it right, otherwise, things won't show up. Okay, so going along the top blocks, the things you're going to need, Batch, you're going to need the dimensional bridge stabilizers, and let's take a look at the recipe real quick on those, because these are going to be a pain. We've got to fill them with resonant ender and a fluid transposer, and that means we've got to get some of the nether ores, so that's going to take a bit. And then the unfilled one takes electrum ingots, which is gold and silver, plus machine frames, which you guys know is the Project Red motor, plus hepatazon, plus steel, and three
And what do we need?
redstone coils per. Go ahead.
And what do we need the nether ores for?
The the fluid transposer takes that, right?
Oh, I'm not... Yeah, either that or I think the magma... Well, the magma crucible does, for sure.
Let me check the old fluid transposer here while we're at it. So this guy, oh no, I take it back. Okay, you can make that without nether ores. Good call. I
Yeah,
thought the
but you'll
fluid
have to be
transposer
lucky enough...
required that.
You'll have to be lucky enough to find resonant ender in your world. So like an ender
Yeah,
forest or
you're going to
something
need
like
an
that.
ender forest probably. Alright, so I kind of wanted to point this recipe out in particular because if you read the tooltip, you see the smallest one of these you can build is 2 by 3 by 2. So the smallest you can build here is, 2 by 3 for 6, and then double talls for 12. You need 12 of these things, and to get each one, you need 3 redstone reception coils. So you need, see, as soon as I start recording, my math just turns off. 3 times 12, so you need what, 36 redstone reception coils, and each of those takes 2 red alloy ingots, so you need 72 red alloy ingots just to make this part.
That's Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
So that's a bit. It's a bit. This is not going to be quick and easy to make this. So anyway,
You
let's go
know,
ahead and, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say red alloy ingots, they're not that expensive, but you have to pour them off one at a time.
Yeah, and they're not super cheap either, depending on which recipe you use. The aluminum ones seem to be the easiest, although with 1.1, things are changing.
Yeah, I don't seem to have so much excess aluminum anymore.
Yeah. I guess we should mention we are on a 1.1 pre-release dev build still. So things might change in 1.1, but I'm not aware of any plans to change any of this. So there we go. Okay, so we got our dimensional bridge stabilizers. The next one we need is some portal frames. We need some portal controllers. In fact, 1 per portal. We need 1 redstone interface per portal. We need 1 network interface per portal. And then there are other blocks we can do other stuff with, but they're not required. So let's not get any of those yet.
Cool.
Okay, we need a wrench. Grab one of those. And we're going to need the glasses. And we're going to need location cards. And that should be it. We should be able to do things with that.
All right, let's get them up and going.
Cool. Alright, so like we said, I think Batch is going to do one. So you want to do one over that side, and I'll do one over this side, and we'll kind of both build here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, so this guy again, if you look at the tooltip, he says 2 by 3 by 2. So if you do 2 by 3 by 2 like this, and then do it double high, you're going to end up with something that looks like this. Now you need to whack that with your wrench, and then it should multi-block for you. Bam, there you go.
Nice.
Now if you hit it with your wrench again, actually I don't even know if you need the wrench. Yeah, you don't need the wrench for this now. you're going to see there's no portals connected and all that stuff. But basically, this is the thing that controls and powers and keeps your portals connected together. While we're here, go ahead and drop one of the location cards in the slot on the right, and you'll see it says location set.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the ones that we cheated in don't have any, don't say location set, but once you put it in there, it says location set. So my location card now connects to this stabilizer, and the one you just did, Batch, is going to connect to your stabilizer.
Cool.
Okay, so that's kind of the control dude. He's the guy that controls all the stuff about the portals and how they connect together and all that. So let's put together a couple of portals, and you have to make the outer part out of these frames, obviously.
And how big can it be?
You can make it, as far as I know, any size you want, but obviously we're going to want to minimize a bit because we're not going to have a ton of resources probably. More machine frames, nether quartz, and stone for these basic portal frames. And then what we're going to need to do is break one of these and put a portal controller in.
And it can just be anyone?
Any of the blocks, yep. And then break another one and put in the redstone interface. And then break another one and put in the network interface. And I see you've got your glasses on, but right now these all just look like normal old blocks to me. Wayla shows me that that's a portal controller, but it doesn't look any different to me. Man, what's with the lightning creepers? Let me try to right click here. Yeah, no, I can't.
Can you still interact? No?
Oh wait, wrong thing. So now what you want to do is take your location card and right click on the portal controller. There it goes. Okay, so it does work, you just can't see it. So let me put my glasses on now so my viewers can see what's going on. So there we go. So now we do have the portal controller, the redstone interface, and the network interface. I guess since you can interact with it, you wouldn't have to make the glasses if you just know where things are or use Wayla. But yeah, anyway, that's what the glasses are for. Oh, last thing I forgot to...
It's kind of inconvenient having to carry these glasses around, right? So I guess only if you're really setting one of these things up would you want them.
Yeah. The other thing I forgot to mention is we need to put down some power for the dimensional bridge stabilizer. So I'm going to throw a creative power cell down here. Now if you right click it, you should see it has 30,000 RF in its internal buffer.
Yep, it's filled up.
Cool. Okay, so we did the location card on the controller, and that created a portal. Every portal, so let's see, we need to get our wrench out. And right-click the controller with the wrench. So every portal needs its own unique identifier. So just click on one of those blocks under unique identifier and pick one or more glyphs. I'm just going to pick this 4-dot thing over on the right side.
All right.
And yeah. The next one is the network interface. We need this unique portal, or this portal has a unique identifier, but it needs to be connected to a network with other portals. So actually, why don't we just connect them both to my stabilizer for the moment? That should work. Otherwise, we're going to have to build 2 more portals, which is no big deal. But okay, so if you right-click with your wrench on the network identifier, or network interface, I mean.
So 2 portals need to use the same stabilizer to connect?
I would expect so, yeah.
Okay, so what should I do?
So go ahead and right-click on the network interface, the one on the top there. And let's do the 3-dot thing on the left side.
Got it.
And then save that. There we go. And now you see, once you hit OK, it says Network Portals 2. So there we go. So these 2 are now networked together, and oh, interesting. Actually, the location card sets where it's getting its power from. Well, we're crossing the streams, man. Let's see what happens.
I think it'll work fine. I think these things
it'll
are
be okay.
just for powering, yeah.
Yeah, well, there is a maximum number of portals that each of these can handle. So if I take a look in here, no, well, there's no active portals. We'll get there in a second. All right, so last
Okay.
thing I forgot to mention, we need a lever for the old redstone interface there. Of course, you could do other things too. So these two should be connected together, and I think all you got to do is flip the lever, and it should activate. Oh, all right. Let me,
No. They have to be connected to the same stabilizer.
yeah, that would make sense. Let me put it both on mine for the moment. So let
Okay.
me just do that, and now let's try it. Oh, the portals are not connected to the same DBS. So apparently it did not reset that. Okay, well let's quick make another portal up. We'll each have our own
Well,
pair of portals.
I'll just break this block.
Oh, you want to link it over here? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll right click it with the location card again to enable it. And then right click it with, with the wrench to set a unique identifier. Doesn't matter what we put in here as long as it's unique. Private. Well, let's make it public so we can both get in and out. And let me do that over here too. Okay, so now they're both public. Alright. Give it a try. Let's see if it goes. You cannot dial the same portal that you're dialing from. Let's see what yours is. You have a controller, a network interface, and a redstone interface.
Oh, there's no identifier up here for
Oh,
network
did we
interface.
lose the identifier? There we go. We lost the
Okay, I
network.
fixed it.
Okay, now they're both on the same network. Pull the lever! Woohoo!
Hey! We got portalage.
Alright, so if you go in one, you should come out the other. Yep.
Whoa, that's cool.
Ready? Alright, here I go. Zoop. There we went. Okay, so sorry for the little derping around there, guys, but basically, once again, each controller needs a unique identifier. So this has to be unique to this portal, and they have to be on the same network. So they have to, and you should see network portals 2 or more. And then of course the redstone identifier or interface gives you a place to turn them on and off. Okay, and once again you have to use the location card to link them up to your dimensional bridge stabilizer. Cool, huh?
Yeah, this is really neat. This should be useful.
You want to know the
Beats walking
downside?
around through the nether. What's
Yeah.
that?
Take a look in the interface in this guy now. His energy usage is currently 500 RF per tick. So,
Oh, wow, that's a lot of power.
you know, it's not a ton, but if you're just operating off of standard, you know, dynamos or engines that do 80 RF per tick, it's gonna take a few. Yeah. So
Yeah, but you can just turn them on and off all the time, right?
yeah, so if you flip it off, then check the interface over here, then you're down to 0. So you don't need 500 RF per tick forever, unless you need to keep these portals active forever for some reason. Yeah, there might be a reason for that coming, we'll see.
Neato.
But yeah. So the other thing is they can actually go to other dimensions. So for instance, one could come over here, go into the nether, and you know these guys spawn those stupid belts all the time, right? We could go into the nether and we could construct a portal in there, break the nether portal, and then just use the enhanced ones, and we won't have any more belts and trites and whatever come out of these nether portals.
How will we know which portal we come out of? Because we have both of those set to the same network.
Yes.
What if we set a third one to it?
Oh, okay. So if you want more than 2 portals, now you got to get into this dialing device thing. So if you go back to your enhanced, your NEI, look up enhanced, there's another block. Well, quite honestly, this is about as far as I've been with it, but I think you want to get into the where is it? Dialing device. So instead of a network interface, you use a dialing device, and then that will allow you to select one of those unique identifiers and pick which one you want to go to. Now,
Oh,
like I
okay.
said, I haven't actually done that yet, but yeah, there's a way to make kind of, think Stargate, right? You can have one Stargate and you can dial out to a bunch of different portals all over the place.
What's Stargate?
What's Stargate? Oh no.
Yeah, I know. I kid. I kid.
I kid. Yeah, I hope so, man. It only ran for what, 10 seasons or something? Stargate's awesome. I miss it. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it. I mean, for basic, like, how do these things sort of kind of work and just to get started on it.
Yeah, I think it's good. This will, get people going, that's for sure.
Yeah, maybe we could do another one of these a little bit later and talk about how to get 500 RF per tick without too much problem. You want to do that?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's going to be pretty challenging in this mod pack.
It may be. All right, man. Well, I think that's the basics. Like I said, there are many other blocks, and you can get the nano brush and you can paint them and put pretty colors and patterns on them. You can get identification cards so that like only you can get through or only players can get through, and that might be kind of cool for the Nether, because you don't want uh, Nether creatures walking through your portal. What else, man? I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff you can do here.
Whoa, I just changed the color of the portal.
Oh yeah, so right, you can change the color. The portal itself can be different colors and different patterns. You can make it get rid of the sound that it makes. There's tons of different stuff you can do, but that's the basics of just how to get started with enhanced portals. So there you go.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
All right, cool. Well, we got something figured out. Thanks everybody for watching.
Yep, see you guys next time.